So what would you say has been the impetus, the motivating factor in your campaign?
Well, we've never had a candidate run for federal office from Plumas County here in District 1. And one of the big reasons I'm running is to give a voice to people like me that live up in these northern mountain counties that haven't really been getting a lot of attention from our elected officials to date. So it's partly that, and it's also partly because I really want to see more women running. And running for Congress is a great way to get attention and to focus on women in electoral politics.
And what are some of the kind of the unique aspects of that area of Plumas that make it a little different from the rest of us here in District 1?
Well, Plumas County is the Feather River watershed. And, we went through a lot of the same things that Oroville went through last year with the huge amount of water we got. We supply all the water that goes into the Oroville Reservoir. We also sometimes go through the ups and downs of drought and too much water some years. And that's been a really interesting experience for me, living in one watershed like that, where you go through these cycles of both environment, but also the cycles of the economy, as forestry has been in decline for decades now. And that's one of the other big reasons I'm running, is for rural economies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're going to get to that because that's a really good topic I know you're really interested in. Well, this is a unique district. I mean, District 1, you think about the size of District 1, just the square mileage of the district, and you think about the component of the constituents here in District 1. So, as a Democrat, certainly there's several things, and I think that we talked about that we know that you need to win as a Democrat here in District 1. Certainly we need to blow out our turnout of the progressives here in the district. We need to, to a certain point, maybe hold down a little bit of the turnout on the conservative side. But also, I mean, there's a lot of moderates, independents, and even some moderate Republicans that would, maybe given the right opportunity, maybe vote for a Democrat. So what do you say to those people, those voters, to maybe try to bring them over to your side of the equation a little bit?
Yeah, it's definitely a big challenge here. Doug LaMalfa won by over 10 points. So that's a big hurdle for us to get over. I think that for us to really do well, there are three basic things we have to be doing. We have to get our Democrats to turn out. We don't have really great turnout in our more urban areas of District 1. And so that's, downtown Reading, downtown Chico. We can improve a lot on our turnout in those areas. The second thing is we've got to get Democrats to really vote Democratic. We have a fair number of Democrats that don't vote Democrat. They vote Republican in this district. And that's the nature of us being a little bit of a Rust Belt area. We used to be highly supportive of labor. We had a lot of union labor jobs in this region, and we haven't seen that as much recently. So people have sort of, evolved and moved over to the Republican Party, even when they've kept their Democratic registration. I'll tell you, my dad is one of those guys. And then third, women are the biggest challenge for me going into this. I'm really strong about women running and getting involved in electoral politics, but I'm also really strong on getting women to think about voting for women. And we have a little bit of an older population in our district. We have a lot of women that vote, year in and year out, but have never had a chance to vote for a woman. And so that's something we need to really appeal to and get our women's clubs and all of our volunteers and our grandmothers all out and thinking about voting for a woman for Congress. It's going to be exciting.
Absolutely.